Excavating, Jacob and Jordan Bailey. Morning, boys.
How's it going?
So the buzz is around town. What happened out at the Bailey's house this weekend? Did you get the Bailey invite? Well, let's talk a little bit about it, because this ended up being a little bit different than we thought it would be originally. Why don't you talk a little bit about how this came to be, Jacob?
So yeah, this weekend kind of started 25 years ago. So we used to do customer appreciation picnics each summer, and they started getting bigger and bigger. And then the last big one was about 25 years ago. We had monster trucks and skydivers and some local bands. And it was the year that the tornado hit the bowling alley. It happened to be the day of our party. So we had about 1,000 people, standing under tents, holding them down, keeping them from flying away. And so after that party, Grandma and Grandpa said, well, maybe we should, hold off for a little bit and do a big one at the 50th. So that was what this weekend was, and it took a little over a year to plan it, and it was, here's some video.
I mean, this is just incredible. Now, the way this came to be, people said, "Hey, I want to help you with this." Well, the party's been paid for by Bailey Excavating and M&K, right? So people said, "How do we get involved?"
Yeah, and we said, since we sat down, going back to the beginning, our good friends Phil and Laura Bissonette from St. Louis have been helping us plan this from the start. And Phil was stuck on Night Ranger, have to get Night Ranger, and then as soon as Mark Konopacki heard about it, that was the first concert he had ever been to, was Night Ranger, so he had to be involved. So the two of us partnered up, Bailey Excavating and M&K, and started lining up the talent and planning this. And once the word started getting around to our other people we work with and friends, they wanted to be involved somehow, and so we said that to be involved, we'd like them to give them some money to charity and give back, and thank our community that's helped us do all this amazing stuff.
Yeah, developed a board and a nonprofit, and it went so much better than I think we thought. That we told people, yeah, if you'd like to get involved, and you could just write the check to the charity you wanted, and people are like, never heard of such a thing. Well, no profit involved at all whatsoever for the Bailey board, and it's fun seeing these checks that we're going to get ready to give out. They're already written to the charity from the donor. Bart, what was your favorite part? What was your favorite?
My favorite part?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't know where to begin. It was just so much, it was so much to take in. I've been hearing about this for 18 months, and then when I showed up, I couldn't believe it. It was like a huge festival that I couldn't picture it.
Jordan, I know this celebration was first for your employees and their families. What was it like for you seeing all the employees and families at the party, and a lot of them helping working as well? That had to be cool for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was unreal. To be planning it out and be talking about it, and say we're going to do all this stuff, and to see it all come to life and come together, and see all of our employees there having a good time with their families. I mean, we had a lot of our employees brought their kids out. We had a fishing tournament.
Jason Cross.
Yeah, Jason Cross was there. I mean, a lot of local people came out to support us. It was unreal.
Yeah.
Fishing contest. There's my grandson, James, very excited about catching. What kind of fish is that?
That's a bass.
Interesting on the fishing, and I learned something too. You always think they're a lot heavier than they really are once they're weighed.
Yeah.
But that was great having, at one point we had pro fisherman Robbie LaFear, pro baseball player Ryan Lamar out there. I mean, there were just pros everywhere. But this was cool for the kids. Some kids had never fished before.
Yeah. And don't forget Steve Kinzer, 20-time World of Outlaw champion.
Steve Kinzer,
Yes.
That's right, he was there. So.
Yeah, the tradition in racing that Bailey has had as well, being celebrated 50 years. What an accomplishment. Congratulations to the company and the Bailey family, and what a really cool way to give back. Couldn't find the four of you together at one time.
I know.
Probably should talk a little bit about Mom, because I got to see some of the work over the last 18 months, and really the unsung hero of the group is Julie, for sure.
Huge shout out to our mom. She might have put the most work into this out of anybody.
By far,
Yeah. So a lot of sleepless nights getting ready, but I think she's a little relieved it's over now.
I think so too.
It was good to see her start having fun on Saturday.
Yeah.
Once the people were showing up
Yeah.
and a lot of the prep work was done, she got to talking to people, her and my dad both.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing them.
Yeah, so this, and also, this event was to honor your grandparents, William and Colleen. What do you think they would have thought about the 2-day deal that we just got done
I
with?
think it went a lot better than the last one they weren't quite a fan of, so hopefully like this one a little more.
Yeah.
The Performance Automotive team, they were, I think they came back 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
they were
yeah.
all
Whole
weekend,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great guys, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was good fun. And so many, you saw all those logos. Those are our partners in charity.
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about the board and kind of how that is taking
the
place?
Bailey and
Oh, the hat
Andy
chucking.
stage show. Was Andy doing a comedy routine up there?
These two weren't paying attention.
No, yeah.
I did not tell any jokes, I don't think. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
I heard you mispronounced Jordan and Jacob's names.
No, that
No?
can't be true.
It's never happened.
No, it's never happened. Never happened.
Nobody
There's
gets-
100
nobody
bucks.
gets us
And
confused.
he was really good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hunter kicked butt. All the bands were amazing. We had Carrie Lynch, Jason Cross, and Little Texas on Friday, and then Saturday was Brother Earth, and then the Hunter Brooks band, and then leading up to Night Ranger as a headliner on Saturday. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
The M&K and Minuteman main stage with the Night Ranger 40th logo. I think when we saw that in the morning, it was kind of like, okay,
Surreal, yeah.
this is cool. I don't know about if I like this picture.
It was a little stressful at times.
Yeah.
Trying to get all this stuff together
You
and
don't
coordinate.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't say.
But
They
yeah.
move around like 25-year-olds.
They are nuts.
Yeah, I couldn't jump around like that for 90 minutes.
And I had not realized that this band had been around 40 years. That
Yeah.
shocked
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, there's Jack Blades.
You guys got to have some meet and greets with all the
Yeah.
celebrity band members.
Got to take a helicopter ride with Jack Blades and Brad Gillis, the lead guitar player.
Yeah, and JTV's Adam Bragginser was
Yes,
on the
there we are right there.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't think Bart realized that you guys were on that while he was taking
Yeah.
pictures.
That was
What was that like flying over the property in that?
Well, first of all, the helicopter ride was terrifying. It was
Right.
probably the most terrifying and exciting thing I've ever done. Me and Jack Blades were screaming the whole time, every
Yeah.
time we take a turn.
Right.
But yeah, flying over the property was nuts. I felt like, flying over Woodstock or something.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not that scale, but from the air, it looks a lot bigger than it does on the ground.
We want to thank Mark. I asked Mark for a statement because Mark came on or your dad came on. They would both start crying. So, from Mark, my family and I were honored to play such a big part in Bailey Fest, the 50th anniversary of Bailey Excavating. M&K Jetting and Televising really got behind this event, and the amount of money going to charities and nonprofits is amazing. To work and live in a place where you can host Night Ranger in your friend's yard while your children are in a hot air balloon and a monster truck, all while giving back. Sign me up. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you to the Baileys. Best weekend of my life outside of my wedding and the births of my daughters. It's probably close to that, but Mark had a great time, and gosh, we couldn't have done it without M&K.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks to Mark and M&K, and thanks to all of our other partners in charity.
Yeah.
I was blown away by
Yeah.
the support from the community.
Yeah, and it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna be able to be giving checks away to mostly
That's
local
coming up,
charities
yep.
soon, so that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, talk about Woodstock. You had so many people helping with so many organizations, the fire departments, first responders, JDART, Civil War muster, Civil War reenactors. You had a lot of your partners and Western schools, Jackson County Sheriff's Department, a lot of hot air balloon owners participating. It
A lot
really,
of people to thank.
Yes.
yeah.
Local Vietnam Veterans chapter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk about veterans, first responders, military, and why that's so important to your family. I know that's usually first to want to give back to.
Yep. So our grandpa was in the Air Force before he started Bailey Excavating, and we've had a lot of friends and family who have paid service to their country, and we wanted to pay service to them, and that was really important for this. And we know so many people, local fire departments, police, everything that they don't get recognized enough, and it was cool getting getting to bring the cars from Jimmy's Wrecker Service out and having the fire
Yeah.
department guys there at the Jaws of Life cutting things open. They were in heaven. They were loving it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were so excited. It was like they were cutting cake. The food. You asked me
Yes.
what was the best part. For
Food.
me, it's always the food.
Yeah.
But you had some Jackson's best caterers providing food, plus you had some service clubs providing concessions for
Yeah.
the thousands that were there. But yeah, the food was great.
Yeah, the Lions Club serving beer, and they had a great day. And
Yeah.
Knights of Columbus,
Yeah.
they had a great day on Saturday, and yeah, it was just a wonderful event, and so much money going back to mostly local charities is just great, and we're excited to continue to share that as we go forward.
We got to say Michigan Center Lions Club.
Sorry,
Yes.
that's right. Actually, yeah. We had a nice relationship with them.
Yes.
They did a great job. So, if you had to pick one part of the weekend that, if you had just had to tell one thing to someone, what would it be? Yeah.
I don't even know how
The-
to start there.
The Huey ride was pretty big.
The
Yeah.
Huey ride was big.
Playing in Fort and stuff, I was like, man, it'd be cool to go riding that. And I was like,
Yeah.
with everything we got going on, we're not gonna have time to do that. And
Yeah.
to be able to squeeze that in was really cool.
Yeah.
Well, a few people mentioned, go ride the Huey if you can. I was like, well, that thing was made in the 1960s. And it's probably been shot down a couple times in Vietnam, and it had. And so I was thinking, like, that'd be cool, but probably not for me this
Yeah.
weekend. And then when Jack Blades got done with sound check and said, I want to ride that, we were like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess we have to. we'll risk it.
Yeah, it went from him wanting to ride the Huey to 25 minutes later, you guys are at the Huey line in the airport.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
And then once we got back, he wanted to go back and see the little Civil War living history area, and he got to fire one of the cannons
Yeah.
off and some of the muskets. He was really loving that.
Talk about some of these, the old racing trucks and cars that we saw out there with the Bailey name on it.
Yeah, that we had a Craftsman Truck Series team in the early 2000s, and that was one of the last trucks we ran. I believe that one we ran at Martinsville.
Okay.
And over the past year or so, we've been restoring it back to kind of how it was when we ran it last. And then we had Old Blue, which was J.D. McDuffie's hauler. My grandfather sponsored, or our grandfather sponsored J.D. back in the 80s. And that's kind of how we got my dad and everybody into racing.
Yeah.
Well, with the Huey rides, that was one of the additional bonuses. The whole community was able to enjoy. You staged an air show at Reynolds Field that was free and open to the public and well attended, where you did bring in a lot of military aircraft for static display and for rides. So the community appreciates that. While everyone couldn't be at the actual event, they were able to enjoy some special treats with the air show.
Yeah, we want to thank Roger Lindsay with Hometown Heating and Cooling. He actually sponsored quite a few rides for members of the local Vietnam Veterans chapter to go up in the Huey, which a lot of them really appreciated.
What was your favorite part, Andy?
The second Night Ranger took the stage. I think when we all could relax and thought, okay,
That was
we're good, right?
too much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, well, we'll have more, and I'm sure people will be seeing us out in the community, dropping off some checks very soon. So,
Yes.
thank you guys very much.
Yeah,
Thank you for
guys.
having us, and thank you guys for all your help for all the photography and video, and thank you, Andy, for being involved from
Yeah, of
almost
course.
day one.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys, and looking forward to the next one. From Bailey Excavating, Jacob and Jordan Bailey. Dr. Randy Penn joins us right after this break.